Welcome back to the second episode of the Mic'd Up Podcast with Zach and Dom.
In today's episode, we will talk about NFL trades, NBA trades, UFC 312 outcome, the Super Bowl, and the Katowice ending.
Hit that like and subscribe button to see when we upload next. Make sure you hit that bell down at the bottom.
Yep. All right, today's episode, we're going to start off with Ohio State football. They get their offensive coordinator in Brian Hartline. We promoted from within. Our wide receiver coach will be our offensive coordinator again. This is going to be his second stint as OC. In 2023, he was co-offensive coordinator.
Okay.
So that'll be good. And then we also get our offensive line coach, and Tyler Bowen. He was offensive coordinator over at Virginia Tech. He was previously an offensive line coach with Maryland in 2017. That was the last time he was offensive line coach. But I mean, he's got a good offensive mind. You know.
What did he do before?
Offensive coordinator at
he was an O coordinator. Okay.
Offensive coordinator at Virginia Tech. Yeah. He's been
So he
offensive
should be
coordinator a couple spots. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, if Hartline doesn't do good, promote both of them, make Tyler Bowen co-offensive coordinator as well, and then, we'll be fine. We'll be all right. Some big some big NFL trade talks. Myles Garrett, Cleveland Brown, he requests a trade. He says, his career accomplishment isn't to win MVPs and Defensive Player of the Years, it's to win a Super Bowl. So he asks to be traded from the Cleveland Browns.
Well, in that case, I
would have to agree.
More.
Yeah, I would have to agree with this decision. Yeah. Can't knock it.
I think that's probably, if you want to win Super Bowls, the best decision you could ever make is to not
be a Cleveland Brown. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. No, can't blame him there. No. I think the top teams that should trade for him are the Commanders. Commanders were, they were in the NFC Championship, I think, against the Eagles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did very good.
Yeah. They get a good defensive end within Myles Garrett, and I mean, I think that can bring them up to the next step and elevate their team. I think the Bills would be another good place for them.
Back to the Commanders. What do they have to trade for Myles Garrett?
I don't know. Probably draft capital. And maybe some older guys.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know.
I think the Bills could, but the problem with the Bills is they lack cap space. It's like they're out of money. They lack the money to sign Myles Garrett. So unless they get rid of someone and offload cap space, or unless the Browns retain most of Myles Garrett's contract and salary, I don't think the Bills are gonna be able to trade for him. And then the Lions. Again, I think the Lions can, with a good defensive end to pair up with Aiden Hutchinson, I think that elevates them to the next step to become champions. I do.
I would like to see. Yeah. I'd like to see him go to the Lions, I think, actually.
Yeah. It'd be a good fit. Cooper Kupp.
But speaking of Myles Garrett, though.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson wants Myles Garrett on the Ravens. Yeah, he was trying to recruit him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted something, or he said something. Yeah, he wants Myles Garrett to the Ravens. I mean, anyone should want Myles Garrett.
That's crazy.
Yeah, any team should want Myles Garrett, dude. He's an animal.
He goes to the Ravens.
He gets to play Cleveland 2 times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
But dude, talk about a fucking.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, talk about a story.
Yeah.
You get to play your old team 2 times a year. Cooper Kupp looks like he's going to get traded from the Los Angeles Rams. I'm not sure why exactly they want to trade him, but I mean, they said they would retain most of his salary if they do trade him. So I mean, they're just trying to find a trade partner.
Live right now, Vitality just won.
Really?
3-0.
Won the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wow.
They beat the world number 1 3-0 in the grand finals.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude. That's freaking crazy.
What were they
ranked?
We'll
talk more about it later. Vitality's probably top 5, 3, 4.
Okay. Not like a huge upset, but I mean, they got over the hump.
Yeah.
He said it was the
Yeah,
furthest
dude,
they've
and
ever been, right? Quarterfinals or semifinals was the furthest they've ever been.
Quarterfinals, I think, is the furthest Apex ever been in that tournament, and only like once, twice.
Really?
Like, yeah, dude. It was well deserved. He's been going for it for years.
Good for them, dude. Good for them. I think the Ravens would be a good landing spot for Cooper Kupp. He could be a good slot receiver
Yeah.
for Lamar.
Yeah.
A good over the
Like
middle
I was
guy.
saying, I don't think he should ever went to the Rams.
No.
Rams is not a good spot for him. Well, they got Matthew Stafford now, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, when that was his first, that was his best year, was with Matthew Stafford. Just being able to play slot, be the middle field guy, and get most of the looks. He was Triple Crown winner, 2021, I think. So he had the most receptions, touchdowns, and yards.
Good. On the Rams.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's 31 though, so I mean he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yep. Debo Samuel requests a trade.
From the 49ers,
yeah,
right? He played for the 49ers.
Niners gave him. I don't know yet.
Oh well, nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you think he's gonna go? Is what I should have said.
I think he'd be good for any team. He's a wide receiver.
Well, yeah, he's
like
beat.
Yeah, he's like a wide receiver and halfback. He's pretty good. The Niners give him permission to seek a trade, so he can go out and talk to NFL execs like, hey, if you guys are willing to give up this for me, let me talk to the Niners, and we can get a deal done.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
This is the big news I was telling you about yesterday. I don't know what he got traded for, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. But Jimmy Butler gets traded.
Frozen.
Huh?
Oh, I thought we were frozen.
Jimmy Butler gets traded to the Warriors in a 5-team trade.
Jimmy Butler gets traded to the Warriors for 5 players?
No, in a 5-team trade.
What does that even mean?
So the Warriors got Jimmy Butler from the Heat, 2 second-round picks from the Heat, and cash from the Heat. The Heat got Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson from the Warriors, Davion Mitchell from the Raptors, and a 2025 first from the Warriors. The Jazz got KJ Martin from the Sixers, Josh Richardson from the Heat, a 2028 pick from the Sixers, a 2031 pick from the Heat, and cash from the Heat. Pistons get Dennis Schroeder from the Jazz to the Warriors. Lindy Waters, the third from the Warriors, and a 2031 pick from the Warriors. And the Raptors receive P.J. Tucker, a 2026 pick from the Heat, and cash considerations from the Heat. Just a gigantic trade.
All right, first of all, you lost me about 3 words in. You caught me when you said a 2031 draft pick. Why are we trading draft picks that are 6 years in the future?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins are the 2 big
God.
names on it, though.
Yeah,
Warriors get Jimmy Butler. Heat get Andrew Wiggins.
Huh.
Yeah, that shit was... It's crazy, dude.
That is one of... Does that break a record or come close? For
It's
craziest
got to.
trade in history.
It's got to.
Oh,
all
there
right.
he is.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
All right, we figured it out.
All right.
What's up, baby?
How's it going?
Talk to me.
Good.
Talk to me.
How are you?
How was the UFC?
So,
What'd you
dude, UFC. So, 2 fantastic title fights went on last night. Weili versus Suarez and Drakus versus Sean. We'll start off with Weili and Suarez. Weili dominates to a 49-46 victory over Suarez. Suarez started off strong.
That's what I was telling. That's what I was saying last week's pod. Like, I don't think anyone's on Zhang Weili's level. I just don't.
Right. Like, it really confused me on why Suarez was such a favorite in this
She
fight.
was a favorite. Yeah. Zhang Weili was the underdog.
Did anybody make any money off that here? Sorry,
I did.
Not to interrupt.
I did. I bet on Weili, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Well, Suarez started off this fight strong. She won the first round. She came out, established her takedown, controlled basically the entire round except for the last, I think, 45 seconds. Whaley turned it around, controlled her for the last 45 seconds, but Suarez won the first round. Other than that, Whaley just absolutely dominated this fight, honestly. She total strikes, Whaley outstruck her 232 to 63.
Wow.
And then control time,
Oh.
Suarez basically had 5 minutes, 56 seconds, majority of that coming from the first
For the
round.
first round, yeah.
And then Whaley controlled her. She had 10 minutes and 54 seconds of control time on the ground against Suarez.
Doubled it. Suarez is a wrestler, right?
Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking was the issue. Suarez she just kept shooting. She just kept shooting, wasting her energy on takedowns instead of trying to mix it up.
Yep.
And Whaley kept countering all of her takedowns, and she just outclassed her. Second round all the way to the fifth round. So 49-46 for Whaley. It was an entertaining fight.
Yeah, we watched some.
Yeah. I remember watching it.
It was just pure dominance by Whaley, 49-46.
Yeah,
I should say. I wasn't really watching
we were
it.
glancing. Yeah, peeking every once in a while.
I get that Suarez was undefeated. I get that, but her being the favorite in this fight was
dude, I don't think anyone's on Whaley's level in strawweight.
Not at all. That's why I think she should just go up to fight.
I was gonna say that Valentina Shevchenko. Yeah, dude, that would be a mega fight for the women division.
That'd be entertaining.
And it would be a world class of grappling and striking. It would be absolutely nuts.
Those are probably the two best women fighters right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shevchenko and Zhang Weili. That would be an entertaining scrap.
The exchanges between those two would just be absolutely world class, and it would just be a great fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Potentially, it could be a fight of the year candidate too.
Yeah,
if it ever happens.
I could definitely see that. We're talking like if Islam and Dricus fought, or Topuria or fucking or Leon Edwards before he lost the belt. That's it's a big fight.
Absolutely. But yeah, Whaley absolutely dominates Suarez, taking her undefeated record. I think Suarez she needs to focus a lot on her striking because she was just really
right?
She was just grapple heavy. What was that?
Suarez is 11-1 now, right?
I believe so. Yeah. But
11-1.
I think Whaley's 22-3 now.
Yeah, and the only person really to outclass her, Whaley, was Rose. Maybe you could say Joanna in that first fight that they fought each other. But other than that, Whaley's been dominant.
Yeah, Rose kind of fell off, didn't she?
She's up a weight class now, and I believe.
Okay.
Flyweight, I believe.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. But let's get to the main event.
Yeah, the DDP
versus Sean Strickland. The numbers don't do it justice. Dracus was 149 to 128, but honestly, Dracus absolutely dominated this fight. It was
significant strikes.
50-45 out the door. Strickland, Dracus obviously came out looking his awkward self, his awkward ass style, just throwing random kicks and just throwing haymakers and all that.
Yeah, dude, I saw this clip on Twitter of him throwing this overhand right with his head all the way down.
But
the only picture I've seen of it is Sean just completely
bloody. Yeah, dude.
That's what we're gonna get to.
Yeah.
So Sean, honestly, he didn't. It says 149 to 128, but he did not look like himself at all. He did not pressure at all. Dracus was leading the dance basically the whole entire time. Obviously, Sean will have his moments pressuring wise and just throwing jabs and teeps and all that other stuff. But Dracus has absolutely dominated Sean, and Sean just didn't look like himself.
Yeah, there's this picture of Sean right here.
And it
was
an overhand right in the fourth round that fucking broke his nose, and apparently it broke like 6 different places of what Sean said.
Really?
And he said he was able to reset it. I don't know if I believe that.
No, I heard Dana talk about it in the post fight presser, saying how Sean Strickland's just a tough dude, and he He said, yeah, he broke his nose, came back to the corner, popped it back in place, and finished the fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like because I watched the interview of Sean Strickland after the fight, and his nose it looks a little puffy, obviously, but it looks like it's back in place. So.
Did you see
But yeah,
Adesanya and Pereira were sitting right next to each other?
oh dude, that's iconic right there. Hey, I think we gotta
I don't
get
know
a
if you
training
guys can see
session.
this. We got a Pereira
Jama.
and Adesanya
Jama.
sitting right next
Hey,
to each
Dom,
other. Yeah, I
Dom,
got
see if you
you.
can pull that up on your computer, because I can't. Yeah, I can't really see that. Because I can see how it'd be funny though. It kind of looked like they both were just showing no emotion, just kind of sitting there like, God damn it, why do I have to be here?
They're actually, I'm pretty sure they're close, not close friends now, but they're never gonna fight again. I don't think that fight's ever
Yeah,
happening again.
they're
So,
done
That's good.
fighting.
I'm glad it ended in respect though. That's always good to see.
yeah,
Hundred
absolutely.
When
percent.
that shit happens.
Israel gets to say, I beat that guy one time
I'd
now.
be, yeah.
But yeah, I think they should train together. Honestly, I think that would be the next step. Honestly,
Yeah,
That'd be a nice
do what Strickland
thing to
did.
see. Yeah, and speaking of which, let's get to the next fights for Drakus and Sean. Actually, Drakus, I think it's obvious he needs to fight Hamzat. I think that's pretty obvious.
Dude, that's a funny picture.
They literally are sitting there like, God, why is this camera pointing at us right now?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. That's very.
But yeah, Drakus definitely he's fighting Hamzat next. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yep.
Unless you can make a case for Emil, I can't fucking pronounce his name. But
I don't.
since he knocked out Adesanya, but I think it's obvious that it's Sean Strickland,
Imavov?
Drakus, and yeah.
Navarine Imavov?
Oh. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious it's Hamzat and Drakus
Dude,
next.
I think if he beats Hamzat, there's a mega fight with Pereira.
Oh, they actually met backstage and
I
they
know.
talked
Dana
to each
was
other
talking
about
about
meeting each other
Yeah.
at 205 pounds.
Yeah, they
So-
won it.
That'll be fun.
They won it, yeah.
But how do you guys think Drakus and Hamzat will go? How do you think that fight will go?
I can't.
I'm not buying into the Hamzat Chimaev hype. I'm not. I think
See,
Drakus will beat him.
He just has to stop the takedown, honestly, because that's really all Hamzat.
That's all Hamzat has. He's a wrestler. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think. Sorry, go ahead, Keith.
If he stuffs the first 2-3 takedowns and gasses him out, I think Drakus wins that fight easily.
Yeah. I think Drakus could win it 48-47 or 49.
Maybe 49-46.
Yeah.
I see Hamzat winning the first round and then Drakus just outclassing him after that.
Ready for my crazy
Dude,
opinion?
Drakus is just too good. Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's hear
Drakus
it.
is gonna knock his ass out.
Dude, very possible, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna knock his
See,
ass out.
the
Drakus
one guy that gave him a true test was Gilbert Burns. And honestly, you can make an argument Gilbert Burns won that fight. It was a very close fight.
It was before he was champion, right?
Gilbert was never champion.
No, I'm talking about Drakus.
That was before, yeah, but Hamza was also fighting at 170 beforehand, before he can't make
you're
weight.
talking about Hamza and Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Drakus
The one
and
time-
Gilbert Burns.
Oh, no. But I think Drakus can have a great chance against Sean because Gilbert was able to, once Gilbert stuffed his takedowns, it was just a pure striking match. And I honestly, you can make the argument Gilbert won that.
Against Hamza?
It was a really close fight. But I don't know. It should be a good one. I think Sean, arguably, I think he might fight Izzy next. Izzy or Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, I could see that. Izzy and Sean.
Personally, I would like
Sean and Robert Whittaker would be a fun fight. I think.
Looking at UFC
That's what I'm saying.
313.
I would love to see that fight.
Yeah.
March
When
8th.
is the next?
March 8th.
March 8th.
Pereira
That's the
versus
very next
Ankalaev.
one?
Yep. That's the next main, the numbered event.
Yeah. We'll have to get Keith back on here.
Yeah, we were talking about you, Justin Gaethje and Dan Hooker.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be a banger fight. That's a war right there.
Yeah, Bobby Green is fighting.
I heard Paddy Pimblett might be on that card too.
Really?
That's from what I'm hearing.
I've been hearing that Paddy Pimblett and Dustin Poirier are going to go at it.
I've heard
Those
it was going to
some of
be.
the rumors.
That might be.
I've heard it's going to be Michael Chandler and Paddy Pimblett, from what I'm hearing.
That'd be a good one too.
Yeah,
That would be a
I'd
great
take
one.
either of those actually.
Yeah.
But they're also talking about a fight in Miami between Michael Chandler and Armin Sarukian as well.
Okay.
There's talks about that happening as well. Personally, I don't think Chandler deserves to fight at the number one ranked lightweight because he's lost like what 3 straight now.
Dude, in his UFC career, I think he's 2-4, 2-5, maybe 2-6.
2-4, 2-5.
And
But yeah,
whole
he lost like
UFC
3
career,
straight
Michael
times.
Chandler, yeah.
Holy nuts! I did not think it was that bad.
Yeah, but he was.
I don't think he's.
He was a champ coming in from a different organization. I think he came in from one.
Yeah, Bellator.
Bellator, yeah. Yeah, he's a champion in Bellator coming in, and they were like, "Here, we're feeding you to our top 5, top 10 guys," and
then got destroyed. Yeah.
You see, I just don't think he deserves to fight Armin. I think he needs to fight Paddy. Paddy seems like the ideal matchup.
I like that.
Or Paddy and Moicano would be a good one too.
Renato.
Because obviously they've had that beef going on between them two, so that would be a great fight as well. So
I wonder what the odds are for Pereira and Ankalaev. Right now they're dead even. It's a pick'em.
I was gonna say it's a pick'em fight.
Wow. -110 on both sides.
Honestly, unless Ankalaev brings out his wrestling, I think Pereira just outstrikes him and
no one can keep up with Pereira.
Somehow or outpoints him.
No one can keep up with Pereira, kickboxing wise.
Ankalaev, everybody that said that, oh yeah, I'm gonna strike with Alex, they've gotten knocked out. Besides, Izzy's
had his fair share of knockouts from Pereira in kickboxing and in the UFC.
Like the first fight, Adesanya was winning that until he got caught.
Until he got fucking caught, yeah.
And then the only man to stop Alex Pereira in the cage in the UFC is Adesanya. So, Ankalaev, if he stands up and strikes with him, I think he either gets knocked out or he loses the decision, unless he goes into the grappling and all that. But I just see Pereira beating Ankalaev.
I do too. I see Pereira stopping Ankalaev. Only way I see Ankalaev winning is they go in the distance and he wins due to ground and pound, control time, and wrestling.
The ideal situation right here, Pereira knocks out Ankalaev, and then you set up Drakus and Alex for International Fight Week during the summer. I think that would be a banger fight in the fight week.
That would be awesome.
But
dude, is this Tom Aspinall and John Jones fight gonna happen?
I feel like it's just on John's side right now. I think
it's been like that, dude. It's been like John Jones does not want to fight Tom Aspinall. Like it's no secret.
Yeah. I don't know. It's because it's
honestly. I feel like it would be. A lot of people are saying John would outclass. I think it would be a great fight.
He doesn't have to, bro. He's like Conor. He doesn't have to come back.
Bro, but that's the interim champion. You can't call yourself the champion while it's still disputed.
Yeah, I agree.
You've ducked this guy for a year straight now.
If he's not going to fight anybody, just leave, retire.
He wants to fight. He wants to fight Pereira. He wants to fight anyone other than Tom Aspinall.
He wants to fight Pereira because honestly, I think
it's a big fight. Yeah, because he knows he can fucking wrestle.
Pereira's not Pereira's not as skilled.
Pereira's a light heavyweight, dude. John Jones has defended his belts 3 times against people that aren't in his weight class.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly think it's just on John's side. I think we're just waiting on John to accept it.
100%.
They said if John does not accept the fight here, like a month or so, I think they said they're going to strip him and make Aspinall the undisputed champion.
As they should.
Good. And we could just move on.
Yeah.
But also the fight I want to see in heavyweight, I want to see Aspinall and Gane because I feel like that would just be a great fight.
Haven't they fought
that
before?
would be a great.
Haven't they fought twice?
Yeah. Nah, Gane and Aspinall haven't fought yet.
Who broke Aspinall's knee?
Brett Blades. That was Curtis Blades.
Curtis Blades. They fought twice.
Yeah. I think if you don't do John and Aspinall and John doesn't come back, I think you do Gon and Aspinall. I think that's the fight to make if John does not come back.
Yeah. I'm not a big Cyril Gahn believer. If you could say that.
He just has he's just a striker. He doesn't really have any
Dude,
you saw in the John fight.
Yeah, that's why John. Yeah, that's why John pieced him to become heavyweight champion.
He just grappled him.
Yeah, dude, John Jones cannot do that against Aspinall because Aspinall can grapple too.
I don't even remember the last time I watched Aspinall fight.
We watched it at Dillon's.
He fought Curtis
Blades at Dillon's. He finished him in 40-something seconds. A minute and 40-something seconds.
Oh.
I mean, Tom Aspinall spent more time walking to the cage than he has inside the cage fighting people.
No, for real.
His average fight time is 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Dang.
Honestly, the heavyweight division's just it's just dead. Honestly, because there's just you got John, you got Aspinall, you got Pavlovich, and you got Gon. That's really your top four. And Volkov. Volkov's
Alexander Volkov. Yeah. Those are your top 5 guys, and I don't think Volkov or Blades or Gon or Pavlovich. I don't think any of those guys can carry a card.
Volkov, honestly, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if those guys will do a $10 million gate. Just main eventing by themselves.
Right.
I don't.
The future of the heavyweight division is Aspinall. That's your star of the future.
100%.
They just need to start looking for more heavyweights because there's really top class heavyweights. There's only 5 right now, and they're getting up there in age, so they're getting ready to be gone here in a couple. So they need to start looking for more.
Whereas you look at lightweight, the lightweight division, I think is stacked. Lightweight's fucking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's the most stacked division.
100%, yeah.
In my
lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, you got those are some good dudes that you got in those divisions.
And bantamweight, don't forget bantamweight. Bantamweight's pretty stacked too. And they're talking about Sean and Marab here soon again.
Sean and Marab.
I think that's the fight they're considering on making. I think that's the fight that they're gonna choose. But I don't believe it should be that because Sean
got worked.
He had one title. He had one title defense. I don't think that should warrant an automatic rematch.
No.
For him in his next fight, I think he should fight Corey Sandhagen. In my opinion,
that would be a good fight.
That would be such a great fight.
Did you see Dominic Cruz retires?
Dude, that was insane. Well, I was kind of
one of the greatest bantamweights ever.
Oh, absolutely.
If not the greatest.
Marab is certainly getting up there. If you look at his he's decisions and all that, but he's beaten Aldo, he's beaten O'Malley, Jan, he's beaten all these bantamweight greats and just moving up the ladder. So I think he's not on his tail, but he's getting up.
You know who I think has a case of becoming the GOAT in all of UFC? Ilia Topuria.
Dude, Ilia is so good.
He's insane.
You know who I think the GOAT of UFC is?
Who?
Demetrius Johnson.
I'm right there. Dude,
yeah,
honestly,
that's not a bad take.
Mighty Mouse is a beast, man.
For him, it's either him or GSP, Georges St. Pierre. Neither dude's failed drug tests. Neither dude's had any hiccups in their career. Nothing is ever tainted when you talk about those two. Those are just two solid guys that showed up to work and won.
That's where it is, right? So, if John doesn't fail those drug tests, you can easily say he's the GOAT. But he failed those drug tests.
Yeah. He cheated. That's it's the only way to put it. He can't be the GOAT if he's cheating out there. You know what I mean? And the eye pokes. The eye pokes are a big thing with John Jones. He loves poking everyone's eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's ridiculous. He does poke
and
eyes
people,
like it's nothing.
Dude, it's bad.
He beat the greatest heavyweight ever, but I still don't think John is the greatest heavyweight of all time. Even that, because Stipe was out of his prime when he fought.
Stipe was a firefighter at the time, dude.
If you
Stipe was a firefighter.
Dude, I would love to.
John Jones wouldn't fight the interim champion. Instead, he wanted to fight a firefighter.
There was a fire in the cage. He should have put it out.
Yeah.
And he did.
I would have loved to see prime Stipe against a prime John Jones. That would have been such a great fight.
I would have liked to see Francis Ngannou versus John Jones.
Again.
Yeah. I just don't think Francis Ngannou had enough time to train. Wasn't even there for
honestly,
that long, right?
I think it would have just been the same as the Gon fight, in my opinion, because I feel like John would have just took him down, tried to submit him,
Dude, I
because
don't.
you know, Francis isn't like that good of a grappler. Like he's
Francis,
good at.
they were gonna do the fight, but it was on John Jones's time. He was like, "Give me 3 years to train, and then then we'll fight."
And then Dana comes out like, "Oh yeah, Francis never wanted to fight John Jones." I'm like, that is such a
Yeah,
lie.
that's horseshit. Dana's only saying that
That's a
because
lie.
Ngannou left the UFC, so he's gonna make Ngannou look like the bad guy because he doesn't
He
have to
always.
promote him anymore.
I'm like, dude,
Dude,
hating on Ngannou for wanting to chase a bag in boxing,
I
like
think
that.
Ngannou would have pieced John Jones, if I'm being honest. Francis Ngannou's got like
It would've
the
been
heaviest
interesting.
punch in history, heavier than Mike Tyson.
I'm pretty sure that got broken by somebody.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Are you talking about the one on that punch machine?
No,
That
no, like they did a
records-
sports science.
Maybe I'm thinking about something else then.
But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of.
Yeah, see, he was only in the
Obviously-
UFC for 7 years, bro. I feel like that's not enough time to get enough experience under your belt.
He was a champion. He beat Prime.
I mean, I
Stipe.
understand that. But
A
That's
Francis
only
Ngannou
his work.
punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower.
yeah,
On a Ford Escort, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, right?
yeah. It's the equivalent
I'm
of a little car, like a sedan, hitting you, or a compact car running into you.
to be fair, getting hit by Ray Lewis is also the equivalent of a small car hitting you.
nah, fact, dude.
It is, dude.
Yeah, like it genuinely is. He's crazy. He was crazy. But I get it. He does hit hard. I'm not denying that.
I honestly think John would have just grappled him the whole time and tired him out. Because you see what Stipe did in the first fight against
Yeah, I
Ngannou.
agree.
That's all he did was just grapple him and tire him out.
Ngannou
I
can't
think the
wrestle,
same
can
would have
he?
happened with John.
No, we're talking about
It's just
Ngannou.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said Ngannou.
Yeah,
No,
Ngannou, he's
Ngannou,
gotten
he can't
better.
wrestle, can he?
He's gotten better defensive wise, but like offensive wrestling and stuff like that, that's just not his go-to.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you think
I
about
think
John Jones has to expose his head to go for a takedown, to shoot for a takedown.
True.
Francis fucking pieces him with a right hook. Good night,
Very
Johnny
true.
Bones.
It's very true.
Because like
I
you look,
think-
you look at who's the best in the sport right now.
I couldn't tell you.
Alex Pereira is who I would say.
He's
Kickboxer.
definitely a great.
Probably.
I
Kickboxer,
would like
not a
to
wrestler.
see. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to see Pereira against a great wrestler. Because all of his
Yeah. Like
matchups.
Magomed
The one time,
yeah.
I think Ankalaev is more of a striker, but he does have grappling.
He can
to his
wrestle,
arsenal,
yeah.
but he's just more of a striker. But I'm interested to see what Pereira and Ankalaev do, because if Ankalaev does not shoot for takedowns, I think it's easily Pereira that knocks him out.
Yep.
Easily.
Yep.
But if Ankalaev shoots for takedowns and mixes it up, it could be very interesting.
It could. That'll be something to watch. All right, Keith.
Definitely.
We appreciate
All
having
right,
you, dude.
man. I appreciate you guys letting me on.
No problem.
I'll see you guys later. All right.
Yes, sir.
We'll get you on the next UFC.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right. Peace out, y'all.
See you, Keith.
Peace out, buddy. All right, so starting off with the semifinals of Katowice 2025, we had Apex leading Vitality further than they've ever gone before in the Spodek Arena in Katowice, taking on the Mongols. Taking on the Mongols. They beat them in convincing fashion with a 2-0 victory. So they beat the shit out of them in the semifinals. The first map
Swept
was 13. Yeah. First map was 13-7,
Oh.
and
I mean,
second map was
it's not
13 to.
terrible, but it's not.
It could have been.
It
Yeah,
could have
exactly.
been worse, but it very well could have been better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the second map was 13-9, so 2
A
rounds
little
better, but
a little better. Yeah.
but
Still not good. Not great by any
still
means.
not that good. Yeah, exactly. And then on the other side of the bracket in the semifinals, we had world number 1 Spirit taking on world number 2 Navi. Spirit did take it in 2-0, also. But
Another sweep.
game, yes, but map 2 was a lot closer than the other side of the bracket, where they actually went into overtime.
Oh,
And
how does the overtime work?
So the regular series, it's first to 13, win
Yep.
by 2.
Yeah.
So you can't win 13-12. You have to win 13-11. It'll be 12-12, and then that'll go into overtime.
Okay.
So once you go into overtime at 12-12, it'll be so it'll be 6 rounds, right? Three on each side, 3 teams,
Three attacking, 3 defending.
Yes. And so say it's 12-12, you need to get to 16 to win.
Okay.
Right.
So you just gotta win a majority of the 3.
Yes.
What happens if they tie the 3 again?
Going double OT.
Really? And they do another 6
Yeah.
rounds?
Yep.
Wow.
All the way up until somebody wins.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, there was a game last season in Pro League that lasted like almost upwards to 60 rounds.
Wow. So
Like in the middle of it, they stopped and went take a piss break and fucking came back. Yeah.
So like it could be 13-12, and it's still, you still got to play until you get to 16. It'd be 15-12. The other team could storm back, and make it 15-15. Wow.
Yep. That's exactly right, and it has happened before.
I bet.
Yeah. So yeah, once Spirit took on Na'Vi, they then meet Vitality in the grand finals. Spirit did make it to the grand finals back to back though. It's our second year in the grand finals at Katowice.
Okay.
Right? But once we got to the grand
did
final...
Did they win last year?
Yes, in convincing fashion. 3-0.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of FaZe.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. FaZe.
Yes. Beat the hell out of FaZe.
Damn.
Yes. But and then we got to the grand finals today, and Vitality absolutely destroyed Spirit. It was a 3-0 in the grand finals.
So they gave them the FaZe treatment.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That is exactly right. Apex finally takes home the trophy in Katowice after trying for more than a decade.
Wow.
He's been trying to take home this trophy for more than a decade.
Has he been with the same?
No, he's swapped teams a couple times, but this is also the furthest Vitality has ever made it in Katowice. So it's the furthest his team and him has ever made it.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a 3-0 finals, or a 3-0 in the best of 5 finals. I mean, shoot, Zaiwu absolutely destroyed him. You know, being former world number 1, it's hard not to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But Zaiwu had a rating over all the maps of 1.69.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, like he absolutely
2.14 is the
destroyed.
max, right? 2.4?
2.1.
2.1.
2.1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then right behind Zaiwu on Vitality was Rops, their new addition that they took from FaZe. Right, this is the beginning of his season with Vitality. Mm-hmm. It's his second tournament ever with Vitality. Yeah. But facing off against world number 1 in Donk, he's the best player in the world. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, last week.
He had a .88 rating, 0.88. He got absolutely shut down in these grand finals.
It's a rough series for him, rating-wise, you know.
Yes. There was nobody on Vitality that had a worse rating than the top player on Spirit.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was absolute domination
the
entire time. Yeah, the entire time. Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They destroyed him.
Yeah.
They absolutely destroyed him. Which I'm glad to see.
Is there like a prize pool, like money-wise?
Yeah. So I think since Vitality won that, their total prize, if I do recall correctly, Vitality for first place got $460,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many tournaments are there a year?
Oh man, dude. Dozens. 30.
Really?
Yeah, there's almost one every weekend, every other week maybe.
Wow.
Right, so this one just ended, and it started maybe a week or two ago, and there'll be another one. There'll be like group stages for another one next
Now,
week.
do some of them only last a week, or do all of them last multiple weeks?
So some of them will have like qualifiers like a couple months in advance,
Yeah.
and then once the actual tournament rolls around, it'll only be a week long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it gets up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But second place took home for Spirit. They took home Spirit. They took home $216,000, which is pretty good. Not too
That
bad.
doesn't suck.
No, not at all.
I wish we were making $200,000.
I agree.
That would
Could
not
not
suck.
agree more. Could not agree more with that statement. But I think that's all I got for Counter-Strike today.
Sounds good. We'll move on to some NFL talk, Super Bowl and whatnot.
Hell yes.
Eli Manning wins the kick of destiny. That's who I bet on.
Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, I had Peyton. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I bet on Eli just because he was the younger, and I would say more athletic brother. So
I was going to.
I figured the athlete was gonna win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was going to.
I don't know what my current share is. I was looking. Last week, like you could see how many people bet in total. Not on who, but like last week there was like 900 something thousand people that bet on it. And last week it was like each if half of those team or half of those people bet on one person, it would have been like $18 for the winning team. I'm sure there was a lot more this week, like that just did it this week. So I'm expecting to get like $4 from FanDuel. But hey,
Yeah.
it's $4 for a parlay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, might as well.
$4 for a parlay. Steelers quarterback. Who will be the Steelers quarterback this upcoming season? As of right now,
Unfortunately.
I think Kyle Allen, if I recall correctly, is the only quarterback on their roster.
It's unfortunate.
Let me look it up.
Because I've never heard of that guy before in my life.
No. And I don't think he will.
Yeah. That's
Um,
a bit unfortunate for me.
yeah, it doesn't seem like they're signing anyone right now. I wonder what pick they have in the draft. NFL draft order. I can share this if you want to see.
You can just tell me. It's not a big deal.
Steelers get the 21st pick. I'm not sure who will be there at 20. Will Howard probably will be there at 21. But like Cam Ward will definitely be gone. Shiloh will Shador will definitely be gone. They may be able to get Jalen Milroe at 21. Alabama's quarterback. He's got like he's a weird player because his highs are very, very high, but his lows they're not. They're very low. They're very low. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Steelers picking up Will Howard as quarterback.
I think they
that'd be
could.
pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty neat.
I definitely think they could, dude. What I think they could do is pick Emeka Egbuka at 21, wide receiver, and then trade like their third and fourth for a second to move up a little bit. Maybe just their third and swap with a team that has a top second round pick and they can get Will Howard.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many veterans they're going to be able to sign because as of right now, I don't know who all the free agents are. So it's tough saying.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either.
Super Bowl 59 has ended. Zach, you want to say anything about
Yeah.
that, Zach?
I would like to say that I am glad the Eagles won, but I would also like to say I am very sorry that none of my bets hit.
I did. Yep, I put straight.
Could have won a lot of money.
On the money line for Chiefs and
Did not win a lot of money.
not looking good for me right now.
I did have a question about one of the commercials. If you were paying attention enough to see one of the commercials.
Which one?
So
The
there
one
was
that
a
said bathroom
commercial. No, that one I actually went to the bathroom in
Yeah.
because I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
There was a commercial with people that had like hats on their head,
Oh,
and it
the
was like
skin, like the
actually, yeah, it was actually like a part of their head.
yeah, like the skin hats.
And dude,
They don't like westerns anymore, or something like that.
yeah, dude, some weird ass commercial. And I
Yeah.
was like, dude, what are we doing here? What kind of commercials do we
I
got
don't
going
even know
on?
like what brand it was for. I
I
could I
don't, dude,
couldn't I
I don't know
couldn't
what
tell
it
you
was
what
for.
brand it was for.
I couldn't tell you. I genuinely don't know.
I just knew that it
I
was
have
the
zero clue.
the skinheads.
Yeah, they just had hats on, and I don't
Yeah.
understand why.
Yeah, that was strange for
There was
sure.
like wizard hats and fucking cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That was one of the few commercials that I did catch.
I don't
And it
understand.
was very, very confusing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Patrick Mahomes passes for 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions killed him. I mean, those
Yeah.
were. The one was returned for 6 by Cooper DeJean.
Yes, I loved that. I
That
loved
one,
seeing
I
that.
think it was at the time it was what 17-0, or maybe 10-0. It was one of the
I
two.
think 10. I think 10 nothing.
Yeah, it was one
And
of the
then he
two.
made it. He made it 17 nothing.
Yeah, that definitely
Or he made
hurt.
it 24 nothing. I don't remember.
Jalen
But
Hurts 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jalen Hurts only had 5 incomplete passes. Pretty good day for
yeah,
him.
yeah,
One of them
yeah,
being
yeah.
an
He had
interception. So
he had a great day today.
He had 4. He had 11,
Eagles all around
11
had a
rushes
great
for
day.
72 yards, aside from Saquon. Jalen Hurts had 11 for 72 with a touchdown on the ground, as long as 17. Saquon, 25 rushes for 57 yards. That's just over 2 point something yards per carry. That's
Yeah,
not great. Especially with
but he
25
did.
carries. His longest run of the day was 10 yards.
But he did break the record, right, for all-time rushing yard in a season, including playoffs.
I don't know, did he?
Pretty sure.
Really? 2 hours ago, he broke the all-time NFL record for most rushing yards in a regular season plus playoffs. Yep. Oh,
Yep.
wow. Congrats to
That's what
Saquon Barkley.
That's what I thought, man. Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's a beast on the field.
Dude, Xavier Worthy went off today.
I agree.
8
I
targets,
agree.
8 receptions, didn't drop a single ball for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns.
2
Long as 50.
touchdowns.
I think that 50-yarder was right under the 2-minute warning. In
I
the
agree.
fourth quarter, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Marquise
you're right.
Brown, 6 targets, 2 receptions. That is not good at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, they were dropping a lot of passes. Chiefs were.
That's what I was. Yeah, Chiefs were too. But one of my other questions that I had wrote down for you while I was watching was, do you think AJ Brown plays how Antonio Brown used to play, like a little aggressive, maybe a little? He does these. He'll take these long routes downfield, but he'll also do these, short 5-7 yards and out, and then fucking also when he's getting it, when he does some good shit, he's gonna throw it in your face. He's gonna
Yeah.
talk a little shit to your face.
Yeah. He's like a tactician. He's good at what he does. He has good technique. He's giant too.
Right.
I think I want to say he's like 6'3".
Yeah, it's huge.
Which, I mean, 6'3" isn't. Oh, he's only 6'1".
Oh wow.
6'1", 220. Dude, he seems huge
Wow.
though.
I would have thought he was a lot bigger than that.
He seems massive. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I would have thought he was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I thought he was like DK Metcalf size. DK's 6'4". AJ Brown's just
Dang.
really full. He's got huge arms too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do think he was a little like Antonio Brown.
Right.
And
That's what I was thinking.
Like technique and how he's used on the field. And
I saw one play today, and I don't remember which one it was, but I was like, dude, that just reminds me so much of Antonio Brown on the field. It was almost like I was watching Antonio Brown out
dude,
there on the
Antonio
field.
Brown was great with the little toe taps. That was
Right.
He was
Right. I
spectacular
mean,
at that.
Antonio Brown was a beast when he
Those
was on
little
his prime.
5, 10 yard outs. Yeah, he
Right.
was good at that for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
What was the other question or questions?
I mean, I've got a few more, but do you think, after their performance today, do you think Jalen Hurts is still not an elite quarterback?
um, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah,
It's hard to say. That was
yeah,
a very elite performance today.
yeah.
He did very good today, in my
Yeah, he
opinion.
did. He did very well today. Yeah, but I do also think it was just not Kansas City's day.
I can
That
agree
like
with
that was
that.
clear as it was just not KC's day on either side of the ball. They let up 40 points and they scored 22 points. Fucking two of those touchdowns being in garbage time. Oh, you could argue all three of them were in garbage time. They were down what
Right.
34 to nothing
Yeah. Yeah, I
when they
think
finally scored. Or
easily.
40. No, I think it was 40 to nothing when they finally. No,
No,
it
no,
was
no, no, no.
yeah, it
It
was
was
30.
34.
Yeah, yeah. When they finally scored, it was all garbage time.
Yeah,
That 50-yard pass by Mahomes was sick though. That was
I
a
agree.
bomb.
There were some good plays in there. There were some very good plays in there. I would agree. And it is hard to tell if he is an elite quarterback
Yeah,
because
it
the
is.
performance he put on today was very good.
Yeah, he's got a great team around him though. Like they expect you don't make the Super Bowl twice in 3 years by accident, then win one of them.
Right, right. And then another question I had was, who is the Eagles' defensive coordinator, if you know off the top of your head?
I don't think I do. Their offensive coordinator is Kellen Moore. He's going to Vegas. No, he's going somewhere to be a head coach. It is Vic Fangio.
Because he is an absolute beast. He had a three play series in the middle of this game that absolutely blew me away.
Yeah,
I mean, it was 2 sacks in a row, and then the third one was an interception.
interception. Yeah,
I mean, it was an absolute masterpiece of a 3 play call or a 3 play series,
he's
and
coached
it
in
was
the NFL for 33 seasons.
good night. Yeah, he's gained my respect tonight. That I mean, just out of that series alone, it was crazy.
Yeah, he started with. He started his first professional gig was in the USFL in the 80s.
Huh?
Yeah, and then he went to the
That's
Saints.
crazy.
Saints to be their linebackers coach from 86 to 94, and since then he's been in the NFL or from 86 to '09 he was in the NFL. 2010 he went to Stanford to be their defensive coordinator, and then after that he's been back to the NFL. He had a 1 year stint in college in the middle of his career.
Huh?
Super Bowl champion. He was AP NFL Assistant Coach of the Year in 2018. Not a great head
Yeah.
coach though. 19 and 30.
Yeah. I never really knew anything about him, but I saw that 3 play series and I was like, good night. This defensive coordinator it is just absolutely running it down the Chiefs' throat right now.
He was the Denver Broncos head coach from 2019 to 2021.
Oh wow,
I'm gonna look up Kellen Moore. I want to know where he's going. I think. I don't know. Saints. I think he's going to be the head coach of the Saints.
That'd be cool. I suppose.
Yep. Kellen Moore, head coach of the Saints. Great offensive mind. He's good. Kellen Moore he's legit.
Oh yeah.
He is legit. He's been a coach since 2018. 2018 he was Cowboys quarterbacks coach. From 2019 to 2022 he was their OC. In 2023 he was the Chargers OC, and then this is his first year with the Eagles.
I mean, hell yeah,
And
first year winning a Super Bowl is pretty sick.
Yeah, now he's leaving, going to New Orleans, where the Super Bowl was played. He's probably house shopping right now.
I think I heard the announcer saying about that. He was like, they were saying about how a coach was going to the Saints, and he was like, must be nice. He don't even have to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even gotta go nowhere.
Yeah, he can go house shopping and move all of his stuff there.
Right.
Yeah, who do you think's going to win next year?
Dude, that's hard to say.
I know. Eagles are the early favorites.
Well, of course, whoever wins.
Yeah.
Favorite. But,
Agreed.
who would I say? I don't know. Throwing it out there, maybe Ravens.
I mean, Chiefs are always going to be up there.
Chiefs, Chiefs are always a good favorite.
I think the
Chiefs are
Bills
always
could get
a
it
good pick.
done.
I agree.
I think the Lions could finally
I
get
hope
over
the
the
Ravens. I hope the Ravens finally get something going. I hope the Ravens get it done.
hump. Who
But
else?
we'll see.
Who else could I see? Commanders. They may be able to
Commanders
get it done.
could get it done. That's true. That's true.
They have 7. With 7 picks, Commanders can continue building on this roster with young talent. They didn't have any first-round picks from 2019 to 2023 left on the roster.
Huh.
Like none of their first-round picks from 2019 to 2023 are on the roster, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Considering how young and good they are.
Right. That doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, they're a team that I could see being dangerous. They had a little 3-game skid in the middle of the season, but whatever. They made the NFC Championship. Successful season for the Commanders, for sure. Successful season for the Chiefs. I mean, successful season for almost all the teams that made the playoffs.
Yeah, just most of the teams, yeah. I agree.
Lions, that's a disappointment. Lions is.
Yeah, I agree. I would have liked to see the Lions go a little bit further.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard saying the Bills had a disappointment because they made the AFC Championship, but I mean, they were. I mean, a lot of people picked them to win it all, and they just every year they'd run up against Mahomes and the Juggernaut.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. But I mean, any team in the AFC is going to do that. My prediction from I don't know, in the middle of the season, I was like, all right, KC's winning, but not by much. I figured they'd make the championship, Super Bowl, and then lose to the NFC team, which is what happened. But I didn't put money on that. Put money on the Chiefs.
We should have put money on the Eagles.
I know, but it's so hard betting against the Chiefs.
I know.
But
I like doing it.
It's crazy. You're not going to win most of the time if you bet against the Chiefs.
I know.
All right.
Trust me, I know.
Well, I think that'll do it for the second episode. Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to see our uploads.
Tune in next week.
Yep. Next Monday we'll be here talking about the same thing. Next Monday we'll probably do a Daytona preview, Daytona 500.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Daytona.
Actually, no. Next Monday will probably be the Daytona. We'll be talking about it, the outcome. That's this next upcoming Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I don't know what else goes on this week. Lakers and Luka. Luka's gonna play his first game, make his Lakers debut.
We'll have to see how that goes.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what's going on this upcoming week, but yeah, that'll do it. That'll wrap it up. Appreciate you guys for viewing. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications, see our newest updates or uploads, and yeah.
Always. Come back next week.
Yep.